Peace, 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 peace. To the touch this one. I ain't playing no music. I'm gonna get right to the point. All right. Let me see who's in the chat. Peace, 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 peace. Yeah, hold on. So we got. Yeah, I just sent it out to you, AP. All right, so let me just get right into this. All right. So I mean, look, let me just put this out there. I don't have no problems with none of you niggas in this fucking community. I don't know how many fucking times I gotta keep telling you niggas this. I don't know how many times I have to fucking say this shit or seem like I'm being apologetic for my views as far as how I see this, as far as in America. You got some people who put Native American history and say that we're all the same people, or say we all came from the same people. And then you got some people who try to establish the fact, was it black people here, or was it the only reason why the Indians look the way they look is because they mixed with Africans, okay? Now, I established the fact that it was already black people here, okay? Now, let's exclude some of the people who came here. We know that Spaniards, whether they was black or whether they was European, came here, right? We know that the Mongoloids came here too. Now, them two people right there are not indigenous to this country. Spanish people not indigenous. The Spaniards that came here from Spain or from the Iberian Peninsula, Andalus, they're not from America. The ones that came here and did most of the conquering. You understand what I'm saying? As well as the Mongoloid invasion, as well as the European invasion. Europeans are not indigenous to this land. There should be no white Indian chiefs or whatever. Now, if brothers have European concubines, I ain't got no problem with that. I never said to anybody about anybody personal problem or who they can date or what they should date or whatever. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. Okay, but that's not gonna stop me from expressing my views about white people. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. As far as this stupid ass fucking term mulatto that you niggas keep on bitching about, right? It's a fucking term that this cracker put upon us, regardless. So it's just like black. Why are we arguing over it? What difference does it make? We know what the fucking word means. It means new, it means mixed, according to all the definitions that I've seen. Was it the individual who came out dark skinned or was it the individual who came out half white? It still meant mixed. And when it was applied to it, then that's what you have to take into accountability. What are they saying? Are they calling them a mulatto because of mulatto, or are they using the definition rule, which we say that's mixed? So, just like many people here in North America, I use that term. And you got people who say half breeds, or people who say it is what it is. I'm light skinned. My mother looked like fucking Aaliyah. Growing up, motherfuckers, I got treated like I wasn't fucking the darkest nigga in the planet. But that doesn't exclude the fact of what it is. The fact of what it is, it was black people here in the Southeast that's being classified as African, and you have Mongoloid or whatever. I don't know what phenotypical you want to call these people or whatever, but they do not look like us. So I'm gonna stop the bullshit right now. Okay, they do not look like us. I don't have no people with no straight hair in my family. Maybe one or two. Most of the people in my family got coiled hair. Okay, so I can't say for the few people who do got it. I know that I had a white grandmother, and I know that on my mother's side it was European or whatever, and I can prove that. But as far as the majority of my ancestors or the people who I can see, if I gather up 100 of my family members in one room right now, I can count how many of them got straight hair. If we was really petty and really going about that, if we was doing a research, most of them don't have straight hair. So if we're going to take up or say, well, look, so if we're going to take up or talk about, and you know what? I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't have my shit plugged in. It's far as hell away, man. My bad. So hold up. Let me see something. Let me go to the chat room. Let me go. Let me see. Did y'all hear everything I was just saying? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Did y'all hear everything I was just saying? I don't know. I've been having technical issues lately. All right. So what we got is this, right? We got individuals who, for some reason, like, you know, got a problem with A1, with the consciousness one, because I'm not with the kumbaya shit. So if you with the kumbaya shit, unsubscribe from my channel. I'm only speaking about the African Americans and the Negroes here in the Southeast from now on. That's it. I'm not speaking up on none of these mongoloids. I'm not speaking on none of that shit. I'm only speaking up on the people here in the Southeast that have been classified as Negro and color and African Americans. That's it. So if you don't want to hear anything about them, unsubscribe from my fucking channel now. Don't come back in the chat room or whatever. We have to be petty like this because nobody should be going behind my back talking. I don't give a fuck. I got an open door policy. I send my links out. People can get in contact with me. People can call me. And I'm tired. I'm just like, come on, man, for real. Like, this shit is foolishness. All this fucking work I put in, hours to talk about this shit, and motherfuckers still got a fucking problem, still got to find some fucking problem. Niggas spend 4 hours putting a fucking video together so people can recognize their fucking people, so they know we was already here. It's 60 million of us here who fucking have a problem with identity. So you want me to worry about 100,000 or 30,000 here or 10? No, I gotta worry about the whole classification of my people. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, I do work on South America, Central America. That's our shit too. So I don't know what to tell anybody. At the end of the day, I don't have no problem with anyone. Like I said, I'm gonna say this one more time. I have no problem with anyone if you happen to feel like you might be a mulatto or mixed, or I have no problem with that. I have no problem with you if you might not look like a typical Negro or whatever. I have no problem with you on that. I have no problem with anybody pushing their information, but stop telling me or stop trying. I'm not nobody's fucking flunky or peon or where. No one's gonna tell me nothing. I see how this shit is. I see how I live here in North America. I see this shit, and I keep explaining the same shit. And it's for some reason people seem to fucking like if I make a video saying something about mulattoes or mixed breed children or something like that, people, what do you want me to say? How do you want me to say it? Or half white and half black? I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, how do you want me to fucking say this shit? Because it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I put work out so everybody love. I don't disrespect anybody or whatever. I disrespect crackers. And like I said, and with them, they ain't all bad. But I'm not going to sit here and shift them out and say, well, who did what? All I know is, according to the history I read, that white settlers came here and wanted the fucking land. They are the ones truly responsible for the situation that's here, whether it was indentured servants. I don't give a fuck how they got here. You understand? And if you sit here and you know this, you know the reason we're in this situation because the white colonists come in. So if you decide to go ahead and concubine with one of them, that's on you. I'm not going to stop talking about what I'm talking about because individuals got certain relationships with people. I'm here for black Americans, Negro and color, who've been classified, who think they are for fucking African. I don't have no time to sit here and say, well, you know, with the Mongol, I don't listen. I don't have no time for that. I don't have no time for that. I don't have no time for that. We done did the research. Niggas put together Native American history all in one pot. No one talks about the missing Indians that was in the Southeast. And no one give us infinite description on what the fuck these people look like. But I know what the fuck my research saying. And I done did a lot of motherfucking research on this. And if anybody within the Aboriginal community feel as though you want to come battle, you want to come debate me, or you want to have a conversation about this, send me, posting it in the chat room or whatever, and I'll send you a fucking link on it. And we can go information for information. If that's what niggas want to do to go ahead to where we can alleviate all this, where niggas can stop going behind my motherfucking back talking about me. I don't talk about none of you niggas. I don't talk about none of y'all. Nobody. I mean, we have conversations about certain things, but overall, it ain't nothing belligerent or saying, oh, well, you know, you guys do. Nah, I don't like how some people compare mongoloid pictures to fucking black people. Most black people ain't got no mongoloids in their family. And I don't give a fuck for the ones that do. I'm sorry, my brothers and sisters, or whatever. If you feel like I'm trying to be funny or whatever, the mongoloids are the ones that's stopping us from getting our heritage. They are the ones in most cases that's responsible for it too. But we'll say, oh, because it's 3 or 4 of them that's cool. Oh, that's all. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas sort that shit out. I'm not here for that. I'm here. I know who classified as well. You African American? Okay, I'm here for you. I'm not here to be comparing no mongoloids next to no black people who don't look the fucking same. Who might have similar features. They might, oh, they got facial. You show that. That's the reason why some Pan-Africans be laughing at us. You can't show no fucking pictures like that to no Pan or Mongol, because they know damn well they ain't got nobody like that in their family. But niggas get mad when I come out here and I talk about the people in the Southeast or the missing Indians. We trying to find the missing Indians, and the missing Indians are classified as black, African American, and Negro. That's who we fucking worried about. It's what, 70 or 60 million people who classified as color, who went from being Negro, the color, and African American? But you talking about some what? These few of these tribes that got what? 500 people, 300 people in it? I'm trying to let all these people recognize that we was here. Not just give you a description of what you look like. So who came from who? If you show a picture of the Mongoloid next to the black person, so the black person came from the Mongoloid, or did the Mongoloid come from the black person? I'm just curious, or was they both here at the same time, like niggas want to say? Because I'm just tired. Like this shit is crazy, man. And much research niggas put out there, it shouldn't be nobody talking about nobody, man. I ain't got time to talk about nobody. I don't know, AP, I sent you that link too, man. I don't know if you get it. I definitely sent it to you. Well, that's my stand on this shit, man. You know, I had to go through this shit with this Moor shit. Niggas don't seem like they fucking understand what the fucking word Moor or what a Moor is. You know, I'm sorry if you don't understand what a Moor is. I'm sorry if the definition got if the word Moor got 3 fucking definitions and the last one mean a synonym to a black person and you can't fucking seem to understand it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you can't understand that. But I'm not I'm tired of like going through this bullshit with you bitch ass niggas about fucking crying and complaining about, oh, he's saying this, or he's saying, yeah, I am saying that. Because these people come here and oppress us. Let's go to South Central. I can pull up about 10 videos about in South Central how fucking our brothers and sisters, the Mexicans, how they come here and kick black people out their neighborhood. Oh, but somebody gonna say, well, that's, you know, they doing that because they don't know no better. So we supposed to, okay, they don't know no, really? So they don't know the history of this country that we've been being oppressed, and you come in here helping the motherfuckers who oppress us too? They don't know that history? They don't know that they was lynching us, that they was fucking all feeding us to alligators and all the horrific shit that they was doing to us. This shit is endless, man. I ain't got time to sit here and worry about nobody who didn't go through what we going through, but benefiting from what the fuck we went through. Let's talk about who ain't in the fucking chat room or who don't watch my videos. I don't give a fuck if one person come here and watch the fucking video. I really don't give a fuck if one person come here. If one person come here, I don't care if one person come here, as long as they get the understanding and they can pass it on to 2 or 3 more people. And then 2 or 3 more people passing on to 2 or 3 more people a piece. And then that's how people would kind of understand. We know as Black Americans, we don't all look alike. We do know that. But we know the majority of us got similarities. We know the majority of us got similarities. You understand? Oh, you know what though? Nighthawk, you right, man. But you know what though? It ain't even like half these niggas who saying this shit. I respect. These my brothers, man, and I respect them. And I come on their channel, and I, you know what I'm saying. I don't like real talk. Half the niggas who pop shit, I don't even got no problems with. Personally, they just taking shit out of context to what the truth of the matter is. The truth of the matter is white people came here like this. The truth of the matter is that you have got a whole gang, you have certain colonies of mongoloids that still exist in the South and Central and South America that are not our fucking people or whatever, but everybody want to put us all in the fucking melting pot. Nah, B, we're not doing that no more. I'm gonna start just dealing right here with North America, and we're gonna start saying what the descriptive saying, because obviously a Negro and a Mongoloid don't look alike. But all these people who say a Negro and Mongoloid don't look alike, a Negro and a Spanish don't look alike, a Negro and a European don't look alike, a Negro and an Asian don't look alike. But all these motherfuckers expeditions and people who writing about this shit saying that these people look like Negro. Now it would be different if that was if the word Negro was a broad word that was tossed upon everybody. You can find a certain term that they did call certain people Negro, but who the fuck do they call Negro to this day? So they're applying it to a certain look of people. So we see this in many cases. If the Indians looked like Mongoloids, they would have never said they looked like Negroes, or the people when they came, oh, we seen Negroes there, or we seen Negroes here, or that looked like a Negro, or that looked like a Negro. Obviously, he giving you a differential of what the fucking people look like. But we got to sit here because we got other people who came here and invaded. We got to sit here and play nice with them and sit here and fucking sense our words and, well, you know, nah, we're not doing that, man. It's best not to even say nothing about it because you only make yourself look crazy. Because Black people, like most of these people on here, no, I don't mean nobody, no ill intention. I'm on here. Yeah, I do curse. Yeah, I do be belligerent. But at the end of the day, I want peace and harmony like everybody else. I ain't come to this to be being frustrated. And I don't even be frustrated sometimes. I could have went and did a fucking 500 push-ups and fucking and fucking 100 burpees and just sat down and me and my daughter could have played chess or something, and I could not make this fucking video. You understand what I'm saying? And I could have just been chilling. I could have ate a bowl of motherfucking fucking fruit salad or whatever, and smoked the fucking blunt and did a fucking finger roll or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, for real, I could be doing anything. I ain't gotta be on here doing any of this shit. But I ain't, and I'm not talking about the people who appreciate this. But just to sit here and say, who has the biggest problem? What the fuck did I show you yesterday, man? They put drugs in our community to go on top of everything else. They're going on top of feeding you to alligators. They're going on top of lynching you. They're going on top of cutting babies out of women's stomach. They're going on top of police shooting you. They're on top of dogs. What the fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers? But you sit here and you want me to agree that these people was here, none of us look like that. I'm sorry. None of us look like that. Now we're gonna get a room full of Negroes. They come in all different complexions, but they all got social similarities. They all got similarities, man. And we know that some of our ancestors who might have European ancestors, some of them might take more after them. But you can look and see, well, damn, his father black, that's your father? Oh, all right. So you be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So you know where his fucking root or where he came from. So I don't know, man. I'm like real talk. This is it, man, with this shit right here, bro. Like, I mean, like, what the fuck are you supposed to say? What are you supposed to say? We keep saying
You really
Negroes.
even have to go into detail and explain this, but I guess it's the shit that's getting took out of context. You see what I'm saying? It forces you to even have to explain shit that shouldn't even be explained.
Mm-hmm. 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 You're right. Yeah. He said, "Have you heard of a book of Black Indians?" Yeah, I heard of. Actually, to the what's the name? But which one? It's a couple different books on Black Indians. Some of them got different undertones. I mean, with different subtitles to it. Um, but yeah, man, real talk, man. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got niggas who classify, who think they Africans, who run around here with dashikis on. Them motherfuckers in South America and Central America are classified. They know they Indians, or they think they Indians. They think they Indians more than the real fucking Indians. You understand what I'm saying? The real Indians don't even know they Indians, but they being outsourced by everybody else. And you know, like I said, they a brother who do the research and do put shit out there. But at the same time, we gotta be honest with ourselves. We here in North America have an identity crisis, my dude. Okay? We the one keep on being directed. Like, you go, your grandma told you you're Indian, and you go towards these motherfuckers and tell them you're Indian. They're like, nah, you got white in you. That's why you look like that. You go away and put your fucking head down in sorrow. Now, how many of us know we are that? But the people who ain't that telling us who the fuck we are. Or telling us, like, listen, don't get the plain Indians mixed up with the Southeast, the Southeast Indians. Don't get them mixed up, because niggas are starting to get them mixed up. You do the analytical research, and you tell me if you look at all of the tribes starting from fucking, you want to start Canada, Massachusetts, starting from Massachusetts all the way down to the Seminoles, and then all the way back until whatever tribes left in North Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, and whatever. And you take a look at the original ones, and you say, well, hold up, man. These people are not, like, who is the real Indian? And that's what people don't want to. People don't want to acknowledge. We want to accept all of the people came here and invaded us and did what they did to us. We want to accept them in without even just saying, "Well, hold up, wait a minute, man. Let's just see who was the original people." Or let's take a. We doing research. We know already, because all of these scholars are saying, and all these crackers, all these white people that did research, they're mentioning one key word that most people are not, and that's the word Negro. You understand? So that's one thing. That's one thing they doing. They mentioning one key word that they don't call Chinese people Negroes. They don't call motherfucking Mongoloid people Negroes. Okay? They don't call none of these people Negroes. Okay? None of them. They only call Black American Negroes. And then they try to extend it to Africans now. But it was really applied on people, whether you want to say the people in the Caribbean or the people here. Well, mainly the people in the Caribbean first, because we know that they came there first. Okay? But at the end of the day, we know these people came here and mixed with us. So some of us might look different, but that ain't no knock on nobody. You can't stay here and cape for a whole race of people. And you know, some of them people that had some of them people is the reason why you're in the situation you're in. Well, because you might have some type of special relationship with these individuals, then you want to sit here and cape for them. And that shit, like, that's not getting down to the bottom of this shit. It's not getting down to the bottom of it. It's really not. So, like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, you know, anybody, I'm just tired. Like, you ain't got to say nothing behind. You can come right on here. We could do this shit live or whatever. You know, or we could do a private phone call. I don't care. But niggas need to stop doing that shit. Like, stop. Like, that's the problem. That's that same shit that niggas doing every other walks of life. Niggas, instead of nigga addressing you or understanding what you're saying, understand this. Here in North America, okay, the little Indians they came across was in fucking Virginia. When we look at that Indian figure of Powhatan, he don't look like no motherfucking Mongoloid. and none do the other pictures that they show us. So you got to start doing the process of elimination and asking yourself, well, look, you might be part of some of them traded tribes. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not lumping us all in together because the people here in the Southeast got fucked over. Okay, the people in the Caribbean got fucked over first. Okay, but they got to deal with that. The people who fucked us over are right here. So they got to always Britain to deal with that. So you can always put some grievances with them. And maybe they might be willing to settle. Maybe they might be willing to redress the grievances. But at the end of the day, we gotta at least know we are Indians at first. We can't do that if people keep giving you people who don't look like you. And that's the reason why we look towards Africa, because we look over there and see people who look like us. That's why most black people gravitate towards Africa. Because we look over there and we see people who look like us. That's it. That's it. That's it. We could pull up pictures of Afro-Panamanians, Afro-Peruvians, Afro-Guatemanians, Afro-Venezuelans, Afro-Mexicans, Afro-Hondurians. We could pull up pictures of all these people, and all of these people are black people. So obviously they had to come from somewhere different than the motherfucking people who look like Canelo or the people who look more like Hispanic. Obviously they had to come from somewhere, or are they the original people? That's what we want to know. That's what's important. Because you got people who not even original people who in charge and telling you you're not even, you're African. You're not even from this continent. I don't know, man. I don't like real talk, man. That's how I look at it, man. I'm tired. Like, I don't fuck with nobody. I try to do my little videos to help the brothers and sisters with my documentary. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do, man. Copper skin, woolly. Yeah, but listen, Christopher Standback. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say your name like that, my brother, but that's what we trying to explain. Like, come on, bro. Like, all these images I keep showing people look the fucking same. Like, and then motherfuckers to sit here and challenge you. Oh, boy. I'm going by descriptive term. I'm going by one, what the explorers say that these people look like, or whatever. Two, the images that I got and the research that I've done. Because I'm not going to exclude my own personal fucking research that which shows you clearly what the fuck I see. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, right? So let me see something. Now we all know what this is right here. This shit says an emblem of America. Okay? It says a fucking emblem of America. Who the fuck look like these little Indians right here? These little black Indians right here. Who looks like them? This says an emblem of America, my dude. See this? It says an emblem of America. Hold up. Let's go all through all of this shit real quick. 3-second style. I'm gonna show you. Look. These are all images that they find here. Fuck them pictures that they show you in the 1800s. Let's look at some of the drawings before they even had fucking paintings and shit. We all got eyes. We all can see. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm showing you my observation from what I see. I'm not going to sit here and let Oklahoma, let all that shit get mixed up with what really happened here. I'm not. They got clear depictions of what these people look like, of drawings and everything, man. But yet, you know, like this, none of this shit don't mean nothing, I guess. You pull up, I can pull up 1,000 fucking pictures and show you all of these are all the images of the Southeast Indians, man. That's what they are. Now let me see something real quick. All right, let's start off right here, right? Let me start right here. Motherfuckers look black, bro. They don't look nothing like the people who there or whatever or none of that shit. So, like I said, the research itself shows of what the people, because these people ain't supposed to be here. All of these images that they showing you now, these right here, I told people before, this picture right here is the only picture that I ever seen Indians looking like this in the Southeast, man. Most of the other Indians got these round type circular hairstyles. These are the only the only picture I got with Indians that look like this that I've seen in the drawing. Besides the other drawings they be trying to show you. But look, most of the Indians we see what they got. Look, his hair coming down, but look at her hair. Look. Let's take a look at this. What's this? This is, I guess, in South America. And that looks like a joker with a turban on, with feathers in it. I mean, we ain't gonna get into that though. Let's see right here. Let's see that. Look, America. Anything you see from America, they give you one description of what the people look like. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I don't know. My research shows me something different. My family shows me something different from what I see. And my observation of black people in general, from seeing people from all over the whole state or whatever, is different. Most of the black people look alike. I ain't gonna say all of us are dark skinned or whatever, but most light skinned people you see, a lot of them they have a similar, they have a similar look. Most light brown people, we listen, like I said, you go around the United States and look at black people or look at black Americans and how they look or whatever. This is the observation that you have to take a look at. Okay. But as far as saying like, oh, half-breeds, I don't have no problem with anybody or their offspring or who you care to mate with or where you care to put your phallus or put your male dominant energy in. I don't have no problem with that. But don't get mad at me when you hear me talk about white people and talk about, oh, I'm reading shit that says half-breeds. I'm reading it. This is what it says. I'm not saying this to be funny. This is just what it says. I ain't never say, motherfuckers niggas who got these type of children, this you should do. I ain't ever say nothing of the sort. I'm just calling it through the articles and through the interpretation of what I seen. Half of the motherfucker like Stan Whitey, like fucking John Ross, and all these other motherfuckers was half-breeds that fucked us over. So we ain't supposed to speak up on that because I said these niggas that half-breed, that hurt somebody's feeling. But it's the truth. It's the fucking truth. This history ain't nothing nice. It ain't just one big flow. Oh, it was the melon pot. No, it wasn't. It wasn't no melon pot. That's the reason why. It was people probably, it was people coming here, but it wasn't no fucking melon pot because there's only five, well, according to us, how many different races of people are there? How many different races of people according to people who categorize them? Because you got people who categorize them or whatever, according to, you got people with standard eyes and whatever, they Asian. You got people who dark with straight hair, who got European features, them are Indian. You got other Europeans who got straight hair, who has a pale complexion, straight nose or whatever, that you would call Europeans. Then you have people from Africa, which they only give you one image of the African. in which there's many different phenotypes of what people look like in Africa. But the more common one, they give you an image of someone with a broad nose, wide lips, and dark skin and coiled hair, or what you call, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, coiled hair. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? They give you these images, so you don't see evidence of all these people here, with the exception of the Mongoloids that came here and invaded. With the so is it a melting pot for the invaders too? So do you find a spot to say that these people are supposed to be that have the same say so as we do? Because when people say it's a melting pot, then you talk about people who came in and invaded, and I don't believe that here in Southeast, Northeast America. The mighty Algonquin and the Iroquois wasn't having that. They just wasn't. You just wasn't able to say, "Oh well, you know what? Let's walk from here, and we're going to move in their territory, and we're just going to live here." They would have murdered you. They would have murdered them, and that's what we see, because we see that they ain't doing that shit with the white man. The only reason they was doing that with them because they was trading with some of them first, and then more and more of them kept coming. They get start sending people in, but the original people who was settled, hey, hold me down real quick for a minute.
Yeah, so y'all pretty much know what the brother was saying. You know, the depiction shows you who the original people is of this land. You know, like he was saying, he ain't got no problem with nobody else. He just making the distinguishing characteristics of who the people that was here, the first sightings of what the people would have looked like. You see what I'm saying? And it's obvious. There shouldn't be nothing we should be up in the uproar about. You see what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit the like button while y'all in here. We got 133 people in here. Can we get 133 likes? Can we at least get 120? Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button for those that's new to the channel. Uh, yeah, man. We just really got to keep the shit rocking, man. We got to really be real about this history, because history is not sensitive. It's really gonna keep it. It's gonna be. It ain't always pretty. Is what I'm saying. History could get rough. It could get ugly. It ain't always gonna be like the brother said, kumbaya. It ain't gonna always be that. Yeah. So can we get a few more likes in the building, family, please? We got 23 likes, but we got 137 people in here. I ain't gonna say nothing else till we get a few more likes in the building.
If you don't like it, dumb it down.
Yeah,
But
if
it
you don't
is
like
what it
it,
is.
dumb it down, but hit something.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. At the end of the day, like I said, we got to speak up for our people. And what we do is, because we share love to everybody, we don't give us, we don't have time to love each other. And that's what the fucking problem is. Even when the motherfuckers show you love, you think it's hate speech. You think because we sitting there, the reason why black people can't identify with being Indians is because we always were told an Indian was a white lady with straight hair. That's what we always were told. When we, like I said, I can pull my grandmother up right now. My grandmother's half black and half white, and motherfuckers always said she was an Indian. You understand what I'm saying? And
Fact.
that's what people always relate it back to. No, Big Mama was the Indian. That's just the amalgamated version of an Indian. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the whole thing. Because even like I said, you go in a lot of these tribes, you can't tell who the original Indian is. And everybody up there like, oh, this is the brother. Like, and I know this is your family member, and this is how we get down. But at the end of the day, like if when it's historical evidence and this is what historical information is being presented, we are the ones who have a hard time recognizing that we Indian. We always say, oh yeah, my shit, yeah, he had straight hair. Always say the shit that we've been shown in movies.
And what that look like in the movies.
Well, I mean, depends on who they showing you. Kylie, Wild Cody, what's the name? Italian with straight hair and a fucking feather in his hair, or you Johnny Depp playing Tonto. or give you somebody like my man that played in 48 Hours that was supposed to be an Indian. He had more. He looked at like I don't know. He had more of a like I don't want to say Hispanic, but that's what he looked like. Had more of a Hispanic type look to him, or whatever. And like I said, we tossed these terms around, but this is how these people look at you when you come to North America. They don't say we're all the same fucking thing, and then people be gladly to say that they're not us. People check off fast in a motherfucker. Black, white. But man, fuck that, they black. Check off white. It ain't just because they know they're not black. They come in and embrace everything, black culture. They wear black clothes. They listen to black music. They have all black dispositions, meaning movements and talking points and motherfucker and talking like we be talking, cursing like how we do or whatever. And I ain't saying that we the only people who do that, but certain things that I see my people do, I see how people when they come here, they gravitate towards that and start implementing that too. So what we gonna say 40 years from now? Oh, he was the original one who did that, and that's what they always do. It went from fucking Chuck Berry and Elvis Presley, you know what I'm saying, to now motherfucker whoever created
X.
Yeah, exactly. You said who?
Little Nas X.
But now I'm giving a comparison of other cultures that come into the culture and claim it like they the best of all.
Okay. Like, I don't even know no country singers.
And then them niggas, but he ain't sing. He gets singing with a country flow. But that shit sounds dope in any country song I ever heard. So like shout out to him. Fuck it. We can do whatever we want to do because all this shit is on. We can tap back into it whenever the fuck we want to. If you want to be a jazz singer, you can tap back into that. If you want to be a rhythm and blues singer, you can tap back into that. That's our shit. Opera, whatever, all that shit. So, like I said, at the end of the day, you have to know that. But what do we always say? Oh, this person was, the first people there was black. We give a descriptive term. We don't say, the first people there was mixed or was a bunch of mixed individuals there. We always say the first people there was black, right? So when we come across individuals and we see here in America, most people will say, well, that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you're looking nigga like Stephen Curry. You say, okay, he might be a mulatto, but he's not. Because his mother not a mulatto, his mother not classified as mixed, his father not classified as mixed. They both classified as colored. In America, we got these fucked up statuses like that was applied to us that we trying to recorrect and trying to change from. But like I said, it doesn't negate the fact that regardless of what anybody want to do, regardless of whatever you got going on in your life or whatever, we know that in North America, white settlers came here and took land. Okay, so I don't know what to say at this point in time. So I really don't. Like I don't know what the riff is. Maybe somebody gave me the definitive reason or what's going on or what grievances you have with my information. Then maybe that'll be a little bit better than just automatically say, "Oh man, I ain't fucking with him because he talking about like." Listen, some niggas that sit here and say, "Oh, it's not about white or black." Yes, it fucking is. It's always about white or black. But you got a couple white people who don't agree with what the other white people do. That still means we ain't supposed to call it what it is. You see, this is what we do. We do this shit because you got a few people who agree with you, so you don't want to hurt them or hurt their feelings. So therefore, we gotta somehow program our people to think that it's something that it's really not.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Now look, AP, you got a white person ever do something nice for you? I mean, really?
Say what?
Yeah, have you ever had a white person do anything nice for you?
Nice for me? Nah, not really. No.
I'm just saying, even if they just show you gratitude or just give you a hey, how you doing, and you know what I'm
Oh well,
saying.
yeah, that's typical in the South. Yeah, they do that. They do that.
Okay, okay, but most of them doing it because they think you an immigrant. They think they home, and they think you are the motherfucking foreigner. And that's the whole thing. See, if we was acknowledged as Indians from the gate without us being black or saying, oh, we look a certain way, that you know what I'm saying, that's the reason why we're not Indians, then we wouldn't be having this problem. But because you have races, these people, these tribes that telling us who we not, honey, that's you coughing? But because you got racist people that's, you know what I'm saying, telling you know what I'm saying, all this and the third, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, motherfuckers need to stop the bullshit, man. You got my email.
Yeah, what it is people feeling that pressure because they know that the fucking gig is up, bro. The gig
Yeah,
is
yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you just gotta just, you know, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what the problem is. You got my email open. I ain't got no problem with any individual as far as whatever it is. But you're not gonna sit here and rock me to sleep with what the fuck I see. You know what I'm saying? And what I see. Because it's the reason why they don't want us to classify as Indian. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason. And there's a lot of other people who standing right in front of the doorway telling us that we not as well. Tell us that we are Africans. Some of them same fucking people. You go anywhere you go, they always any black person you see, he's an African. Knowing damn well they know damn well that shit not true. But they will sit there and program you and have you believe that shit. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you gotta do your research, man. And you come up with what you come up with, man. You know, I know one thing, in the southeast, if we go examine all these tribes, we gonna see certain people. And then if you do see any people who look like Mongoloid, you don't see no other Mongoloid resemblance among the rest of the people. And when I say Mongols, I mean Asian people, man. I mean people who could look like a Filipino all the way to what you see some of the people in like South America with the straight hair that got the Filipino look. That's what I consider a so-called Mongol. Okay, there ain't too many Black Americans that got these certain phenotypes and certain looks. It's not. I mean, it's not. Honestly, it's not. So, I mean, if you observe black people, what? A nigga like Future, that's what you consider or a nigga like Maxwell, somebody like Maxwell, everybody don't look like Maxwell, everybody don't look like Future. So, you know what I'm saying? What? Give me an example of a black person who look like a Mongoloid. What's the girl name on the Breakfast Club?
Angela Yee.
And okay, all right, her. She look like a Mongoloid.
Nah, she's definitely neat, bro.
Okay, but you could say she got Asian features. You can look at her and tell she got Asian features.
Yeah.
Regardless of you can look at her and tell she got Asian features. I mean, like I said, but I'm just saying, how many other people do you see that look like that
But she
without interference of another race?
but she know that she got Asian blood. I can see if she was saying
No, I know. I'm just saying it. I'm just saying though. We know she do, but it still doesn't know she's a Negro, but it still doesn't denote the fact that she got Asian features. So she got Asian. She don't look like that naturally. I mean, you tell me how many black people you know that got straight up Asian features like that. Because they got chinky eyes. Chinky eyes don't be, nah, I mean, come on now. How many can you really point out that look Asian, my dude? How many? I
somebody
know
said somebody said Mongoloid means Down syndrome.
that too. That they said what they had the people from the Mongols had Down syndrome. That's right. They had a certain gene which caused them to do certain things. Yeah, I know that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you know, to damn, this nigga just stole dude. Philippine basketball. And he stole dude. Damn. black dude. You all the white people on the court, you gonna steal your brother. Look, and the nigga look like he looked like he was from. He looked like he's a this nigga hold up. See now that's an immigrant, right? He punched the black dude. He punched the black American. You know what I'm saying? A black immigrant. But that's what I'm saying. Like wherever you go, and they be happy. They be souped up about it. Like they be ready to look. Look. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they do, my dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we call it out for what it is. Like, these motherfuckers don't like us, man. A lot of people don't like us. That's the reason why they look down and do what the fuck they do. They play right into the status quo. They see other people treat you like that, so they treat you like that too. They don't give me. I see it. 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 Everybody smiling because they got jobs. If motherfucker was living in poverty, then you'll see what the real deal is. You'll see people really famous. You know what I'm saying? People come here to oppress us. We don't go to other countries and really oppress them like that. You know what I'm saying? People come here and do that shit to us. But then when we call the shit out, then we gotta sit and play fair. We gotta say, nah, man, you know, fuck that. Nah. So, about to end this, man. I just want to just put that out there. Anybody, you know, have any problems with what anything I said, feel free to email me at chiefoftonshine@AOL.com or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As far as addressing any of the things, the topics that I speak about, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do what I do. You have other people out there who do statuses. So and that's another thing. Stop coming up and telling me like, oh, we can't focus on that. No, you make your YouTube channel and focus on what you need to focus on. Okay? I'm showing you that the war on drugs. I'm showing you everything. I'm showing you every fucking thing what's going on. Okay, this is what I do. I might not want to do that what you talk about. It might be your plan, not mine. So at the end of the day, I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? So you know, other people need to. If you feel as though you want to be have a media voice, or you want to talk about this shit on YouTube, or you want to, you know what I'm saying, you want to explore these options, then feel free to do it. But at the end of the day, I do what I do, or whatever. You know, you want to call me a racist, or you want to call me a racist Indian, or whatever you want to call me. All that shit fly right over my motherfucking head, because the moral story is racism exists, whatever. People every day in this country get treated a certain way. And some of them do it through voluntary compliance. I mean, they came here and signed the agreement to be part of to be in the United States. And some of us don't have a motherfucking choice. And we've been treated like that on our own land, and then being told that we're from a whole totally different continent.
Right.
So which one you think is the one? Oh well, that happened to what I ain't happened to you here, it happened to you now. So that don't still denote the fact that should nobody say nothing about it. You got black people who really think they ain't Indians because of how somebody looked in their family or whatever, and not knowing that person came from a darker person. Or came from a person who you know what I'm saying, who looked like one of us, or who looked like one of the many colored people throughout America. That's ultimately what it is. People classified as colored, light and color. That's it. That's all you see. That's all you see. You don't see nothing else. You don't see. And you see mulatto, but like I said, remember what mulatto mean. Overall, you don't see a law. You don't see that classification being applied to every individual. You see it applied to. It should apply to certain individuals. You can have a Negro mother and an Indian mother. You can have a Negro mother and an Indian father and be classified as a mulatto. You can have a white mother and a Negro father be classified as mulatto. You can have an Indian father and a white mother be classified as mulatto. Any which fucking combination there is, then you can be classified as mulatto. So it ain't had nothing to do with the color of your skin or whatever. But in America, most people equate a mulatto with someone who looks like a mixed race person. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just the way that we was taught growing up. We know that shit is not correct. But then what would you say? Like if you classify everybody as how you classify, what would you classify them as? Color? So everybody would just be colored and all non-colored people would be white. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I let other people sort that shit out. I ain't here for that. But at the end of the day, man, I just wanted to put that out there because nobody should be coming, start talking to me, saying that, motherfuckers out for, or just even like giving me an idea that people be like talking. I don't talk about nobody. I don't be in these live streams or these chat rooms or in these back chat talking about nobody, talking about nobody. You know what I'm saying? I give out information according to the way I perceive it and according to my studies and my knowledge of these studies.
And if we all brothers and we looking at each other as family and brothers that's in the same community and struggle together, then we should be able to come to one another if you got an opposition or a problem with what's been said or has been said. You know, it shouldn't be a lot of beating around the bush and indirect, you know, status.
Well, obviously, you know what though? Obviously, you know what? I done had this conversation with individuals before. And it's like, yo, like what part don't you want me to do? I don't understand. What do you want me to say? Like these people right here are not Negroes, man. They're not classified as Negroes according to now today's status. And I'm quite sure if we found the ancestors of the individual right now and asked them, what do you classify as? She ain't classified as a Negro today either. So, like I said, at the end of the day, and that goes for both ways. That goes for both ways. Like I said, man, these people came in and applied their shit to us and fucking confused all of us. All of us are confused to a certain extent when it comes to this whole situation of race and ethnicity. We're still kind of confused. Some of us kind of understand it, but then like sometimes you'll be confused and shit because you'll be like, hold up, wait a minute, man. Like, what's going on with this right here? Or what's going on with these people right here? Or what's going on with you understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, you know, I'm here to present the information. I'm here to make these videos in the order of way I want to make them. Man, if in the process of me making a video, if someone feel like I said anything that violated them or anything that, you know what I'm saying, I don't see why anybody should have a problem. I ain't nobody saying anything about you mentioned no one name or no one ever went and mentioned any individual um you know what I'm saying, a family member or did anything violent or said anything vague about anybody. I'm sitting there telling people who suffering from identity crisis, who you got people who wasn't the original people who was encountered, but they're looked at and deemed as the original people. And we're deemed as Africans. And you telling me that our fight is not necessary, it's not necessary to clear out the weeds? Bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And any of you Negroes who you think like that, you know what I'm saying? You got the rules fucked up. You got the rules fucked up, my dude. You know what I'm saying? You got the rules fucked up because everybody come in, they all click up with their own people. All of them. All of them. Except you got like you say the Caribbeans and you know what I'm saying? Like they live among black people, like Haitians and anything like that. They have areas too where their people live at for the most part. But they will live around us. And then you have other people who do that too. But then when it all comes down to it, they are most people move as a whole. Most people going to relate to whatever their ethnicity or whatever country that they derive from, and they're going to help their brothermen out. We don't do that shit. You don't even know who your own people are. No. You treat
Right.
your own people like you treat your own people like shit. You go down one of these office buildings and Laquita or Rashida take your like she come at the desk. You trying to get some paperwork or something. They give you the hardest time ever. You know what I'm saying? And don't even say, well, wait a minute. This is a brother right here. What you need, brother? Let me help you out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What do you want? They want to do as less work as possible. You know what I'm saying? It's less work possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went out, like the other day, I went through ShopRite, right? And ShopRite got this thing where they got like probably about 10 different cashiers like working to where they got one line and you can step up to whichever one next and go to that particular cashier station, right? So I had what? I believe they want like 12 items. So I had a couple items over. Shit. Any pop shop right I went through in America, none of them never said anything, white person or anything, but they're always young people. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that doesn't denote the fact that in other ways that people play in racism, they might be nice to you in that situation, but I'm just saying, just for example, of how we treat each other. Okay, how we treat each other, we just add on to the further fuckery that was already going on. So that's, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, that's how I look at it, man. That's how I see it, man. Because there's no way, we're looked at as fucking immigrants, and then everybody else come in and tell you and make you feel like you ain't even from here. You know what I'm saying? They make you feel like you an outsider, or you know what I'm saying. And that's exactly what we've been dealing with for a long time. So I'm about to get out of here, man. I got some shit I got to do, AP, man.
That's what's up, bro. Yeah,
But,
it was well needed. Peace to all the American Aborigines for coming through out there. Make sure y'all support the brother channel. You already know.
indeed, my brother. Thank you, man. I'll let you know later on.
All right, peace.
Peace to everybody in the chat room as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, this is all about research and trying to really pinpoint who the fuck we are. And I don't try to invade anybody's space or invade anybody or violate anybody as a human being. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, there's no reason for anybody to have anything negative to say about me. What, unless you don't like the way I curse, or you might say, oh, you say white people or whatever. Hey, people say black people. Shit, the shit works, and it works in order with everything else. So like I said, so with that being said, man, shout out to everybody. Culture Freedom, Hit Culture America, Black Indians coming soon. You already know what time it is. Like, donate, you already know where to go. Cash App, PayPal, go to T-shirt Spring, copy circle T-shirt, represent. You know what I'm saying? See the brother put the video about the Black Indian T-shirt, which I appreciate the brother, man. Thank you very much for making that video. You know what I'm saying? Very humble brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Building and everything. So for the most part, like I said, man, support people, support truth. You know, I feel like I don't have no like enemies or people who some people we just got disagreements about certain things when this information is presented. But for the most part, when I, you know what I'm saying, I know what most black people look like. And I look at them, whether you see them, and we look different. It's a reason why people we look the way we look, and other people look the way they look. How you have different individual looks or whatever. So no, that's pretty much what it is. You just be observant, just observe and just take a look at how people look, whether if they do, whether if they are mixed or whatever. Because this is like I said, they're telling you you're not an Indian. Okay? And then you got other people who not Indian, such as white people, such as whatever you fuck you want to call them people. They're telling you you're not an Indian either, and you're the original Indian. And like I said, this is like a big ass game or something. Like people think this is a joke. Like, oh, and they're not saying, oh, well, we're all here. Well, no, who the original Indian? Let's get down to the bottom of this shit. What did the original people look like in this land? Oh, well, there was many different looks. No. What was the original people look like? Give me a, and this is the more mixed and more confusing shit that you're gonna get when you start talking about these issues. So with that being said, man, I'm out of here, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters, man. Appreciate everybody. With that being said, man, I get up out of here, man. Shit you do. Peace.